Hey friends, Allison here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm dropping in to share with you another About Last Month layout. About Last Month is a form of scrapbooking that Lael Konkar came up with. It is Project Life inspired, but rather than doing it weekly, she does it monthly. Her way of doing it is in a journal. I decided that I would do pocket pages, so I will have one oversized photo printed at home at 7 by 8¼ inches. There will be an insert, 2 inserts, front and back, and then there's going to be a 2x2 pocket page to finish up the month. I'm going to follow the same formula every month, and I will have a new video at the beginning of the next month, every month. So this is February's About Last Month layout. So it's a hybrid layout. I'm using physical products from all over the place, but mainly I'm using Photoplay Crafting with My Nomies and also Simple Stories. And I think the pattern paper from Simple Stories is Happy Hearts. They're both 12 by 12 sheets of paper, but I still have lots left over because I was just using little bits of them to create this layout. The phrase love was cut from textured white cardstock from American Crafts with my Cricut. And you can see that behind the letter O in love is the word hey. That was written in Cricut Design Space with a black pen. And so the striped piece of paper and the phrase was drawn and cut all at the same time. Love was cut separately. The border underneath it that says love repeatedly was also created in Cricut Design Space. I used a peacock pen to draw that. I will have everything that is still available linked in the description box down below, so if you want to check them out, you'll have an easy time finding them. This polka dot pattern paper, I'm pretty sure, is from Happy Hearts by Simple Stories. The pattern paper beneath that, the little scallop border, is actually some really, really old Stampin' Up! Pattern paper. It came from a little paper pad measuring, I think, roughly 6 by 4 inches, might be a little bit larger than that. But I used my Cricut to cut the scallop from that paper. I thought the polka dot green coordinated so nicely with the striped pattern paper that I couldn't resist using it. I cut these little hearts as well with my Cricut, just from plain cardstock from Close to My Heart. I was using Lagoon and Glacier cardstock. And then all of this is going to be attached to this XO pattern paper from Elle Studio. I thought it worked really well for documenting the month of February because it is the month of love. And so both bases of the inserts are going to be that XO pattern paper. The blue cardstock that my journaling is printed on is also Close to My Heart, and it was also created in Cricut Design Space as well. The journaling was typed on my computer and then printed, but the pattern behind it is what was created with my Cricut. So again, I used the peacock pen to draw hearts, like a heart design in the background, and then the cardstock cut at the same time. Here I'm just trying to line up the little borders that I made in Cricut Design Space, and I realized at this point that the measurements are a little bit off. The scallops aren't the same. I realized that the blue mat on the right-hand side of the page is for some reason a little bit larger, like longer than the other page. Whatever, it's no big deal. I just noticed that it was a little bit off. So I'm done with the left page insert. I'm moving on to the right page now. I'm using liquid glue to attach the phrase XOXO, and on the first O in XO is the phrase Be Mine. I did the same thing, created that in Cricut Design Space, but rather than keeping it straight, I added a curve to it, which was the same thing that I did with the word hey. There is a curve function in Cricut Design Space, so when you have a phrase that you create with Cricut, you have the option to curve it. You can curve it either way, so it's either way, innie or outie, whatever makes you happy. And then I'm adding some more hearts to the top of this page as well. I really struggled with a title for this layout for about last month. I originally was thinking of using February, like that would be natural, right? But I didn't want to use that. And then I come across the phrase Loveyuary. I don't know, I heard it on TV and was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So thought about using that and then decided I probably shouldn't rip off Hallmark or whoever it was that had come up with that phrase. So didn't use that either. In the end, I thought that I would just use phrases that are synonymous with Valentine's. So I used XOXO and love. I'm getting pretty close to being finished the second part of the insert. I added this little phrase that is from Vicki Boutin Print Shop, and I used liquid glue to attach that, and then I pulled out an acrylic heart from Close to My Heart. It's old, Close to My Heart, and added that with liquid glue below that. So that page is done. This is my oversized photo I printed at home. I'm so excited that I have ink again. It actually turns out I didn't need ink just yet. It just needed a good cleaning. So anyways, my printer is back up and running, and I'm so ecstatic that I have it up and running. And so I printed this photo of Booker at 7 inches wide by 8¼ inches tall. That's the same size as a page protector that would go in a 6x8 album. So if you don't want to add a layout and put it in the page protector, that's the size that you want to use if you are a 6x8 scrapbooker. This awesome photo phrase is also from Vicki Boutin Print Shop, as well as the black heart. And then the phrase underneath it is from Coco Vanilla Studio. And then this little star that I'm adding is actually from Vicki Boutin Evergreen and Holly. I still have some Christmas stuff out and kicking around, and I thought it worked really well to help embellish, as well as these little puffy stickers, also from Vicki Boutin Evergreen and Holly. I thought they were perfect for the pictures of myself when I was pregnant with the twins, and then the twins when they were little in the next photo to it. I'm going to add 2 little puffy hearts over top of Sweet and Memories. And then later on, you'll see what I do with a 3rd puffy heart. Here though, I decided that I was going to add some sparkle to the hearts that I die cut with my Cricut, just to copy the glitter that I have in my nails. I included a picture of my last nail fill, and it's got chunky glitter in it, and I just thought it would work. So I added some sparkle there. Here I decided to go back to the pattern paper from Photoplay Crafting with My Nomies. Actually, this actually might be Tulla and Norbert. I'm gonna have to double check, I can't remember. I cut it down to 2x2 inches, and then I cut another heart with my Cricut from that Stampin' Up! Old paper, and then added another puffy heart to the side of that, and that fills one of the 2x2 pockets in the pocket page. That is my About Last Month layout. I hope you guys are inspired. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, give me a thumbs up and a like. If you'd like to know more about Last Month by Lael Konkar, I will leave a link in the description box down below so you can go check that out and maybe play along with us. I'll be back again soon with more creative inspiration. Bye guys.